everybody, and welcome to week 2 of Good Grief. I hope you were able to join us last week and that you were able to hear gonna be a good day, and that you have a lot of reasons to have a good day, and that you're going into this week even stronger. Oh, this next song that I'm going to share with you, I wrote about 4 years ago. And to give a little background, you have to understand that in my household, we always probably had every TV on in every room. There was music playing. There was a lot of noise. And when Joey passed, it was quiet. And I remember thinking, this is going to be a little scary that it's so quiet. But, you know, it wasn't. It was actually peaceful. It was like I had this overwhelming peace around me. So I kind of embraced it, and I didn't turn on the TV much. I definitely didn't watch the news or anything that was really bad, because I just honestly couldn't handle it. And I just was in my silence. It was really important to me too, that first year. Oh gosh, you go through the first year and all the first. And then I really wanted to have an album done. That became a goal of mine. It's kind of like a tribute to Joey. I wrote several songs that were part of my healing and what I was feeling. And then I added songs that he played on and that he sang on. And it was going to be ready on February 14th. And about in December, maybe it was even in January, I was already putting things together. And this song just hit me out of the blue. I was sitting in my bathtub, and the bath had been the place that I probably just tried to chill and relax. I shed a lot of tears, and but I did a lot of thinking. And this song came to me because I was realizing how quiet it was. And it also reminded me that I never talked to Joey about dying. We never had that conversation about if he passes away, because he was going to survive. And it's really bothered me, because I never knew how he felt about it, or if he even really knew, to be quite honest, because no one gave us a timeline. And being in the hospital when he couldn't speak, I didn't have that conversation then either. And so the last days of his life, I talked to him, but I didn't know if he heard me. I just have to assume he did. I didn't know if I said the right things. Did I say enough? I've had to just deal with my own things with that. But I also started thinking about things that hadn't been resolved. You know, things that I couldn't communicate with him anymore. And he wasn't great with communication anyway, so that doesn't help. And anybody that knows of a loss, when you lose someone, they're here today, gone tomorrow, and when they're gone, you don't have that opportunity to talk to them again. You just talk to them alone in your room, into the air. But that was a big thing for me. We didn't talk about it. We didn't communicate. This song is called Crank Up the Silence. One of the lines in the first verse is about the wind cuts right through me, but I don't feel the chill. I guess I've grown numb to the way that I feel, and I did feel numb. How could you not feel numb? I didn't know what to feel, and at the same time, I'm feeling everything. And I just, I remember, wow, how could that be? How could we have not talked about any of that? And then there's also a line in the song that says, take time to care or take time to leave. And that was simply going back in time and thinking, we haven't talked about some things, and that's just how I felt at the moment. You know, take time to care, let's talk about it, or just leave it. And oh, there's so many feels in this song. Oh, a little fun fact about this song is that Joey always had a signature lick. And that's because he played with Willie Nelson a lot. And Trey Hill helped produce this album. He's another great guitar player. They were good friends. And he asked if you could put that signature lick at the end of this song. Like, yes, I wanted to keep it acoustic. I wanted to keep it very simple. And it's just so cool. So you'll hear it at the end. It just kind of has this little ring out, the signature lick of Joey's. And the other thing is, too, is that I called it Crank Up the Silence. But I forgot in a way that he had Crank Amps. He was endorsed by Crank Amps, which is a K instead of a C. So when I put it on the album, I named it Crank Up the Silence with a K. So that's why it's Crank Up the Silence. Good grief. I feel like this was a hard one to get out. But I hope that you crank up some silence. Let yourself be in the moment. Think about things, and please communicate. Communicate so no one has to wonder what you were thinking or how you were feeling. Okay? I hope you enjoy it. Crank up the silence.
Alone and confused, I walk this dirty road, kicking up memories that once fed my soul. The wind cuts right through me, but I don't feel the chill. I guess I've grown numb to the way I should feel. Crank up the silence and listen to me. Drown out the music, let's make our own melody. Take time to care, or take time to leave. Crank up the silence and listen to me. We heated up that tobacco barn, and we ran from our youth. Didn't care what no one said, it was just me and you. Now those days have turned cold, and you left me behind. And I can't break through all those noises distracting your mind. Crank up the silence and listen to me. Drown out the music, let's make our own melody. And take time to care, or take time to leave. But crank up the silence and listen to me. Well, take time to care, or take time to leave. Just crank up the silence and listen to me.